Well, 4:30 on the dot, we start off with some breaking news. Another wrong-way driver crash on a major valley freeway. And according to scanner traffic, this appears to be deadly.
Yeah, you can see the mangled mess left behind with these two cars. We're talking about a very long stretch of freeway right now, 101 at Frank Lloyd Wright, and it is closed at this hour. These are the latest images coming into the newsroom. This all happened just after midnight, and you know, this is an area that's been plagued with problems since yesterday afternoon when it was actually closed during rush hour. Once again this morning, that's how we're starting the day.
Yeah, more headache for commuters, possibly with this closure expanding at least another 2 hours or so. We want to get right out to Lena DeFlorias, who is live on the scene with the very latest. Lena?
Yeah, and the latest is I was just able to confirm with the duty officer this is a fatal wrong-way wreck, another fatal wrong-way wreck. And you'll recognize this area because this is near where yesterday's major wreck that kind of snarled traffic was yesterday. So here's what we know. We just got here on scene, able to confirm just a few details for you, one of them being that this is a fatal wreck here. We've seen a lot of activity here, detectives just getting here, driving through this blockade to get to the area where the wrong-way driver was killed. The other driver involved in this head-on wreck was taken to a area hospital here in Scottsdale. Now, we don't know the extent of this person's injuries, if this person was lucid, conscious. We do know, though, head-on wreck. Now we know that it is fatal. The wrong-way driver killed here. Back out here live if you want to take a look at a couple of things. Like I said, we saw the blockade here, them just putting up the cones and the flares to block the entrance to the freeway. They've been doing that all the way from Frank Lloyd Wright up to Cactus, but you will be seeing some traffic here on Frontage Road. That's where they're diverting everyone who would have taken the freeway otherwise. And then on the other side of the freeway, the northbound traffic, that is still moving, but of course you can expect some slow and go as we move into the rush hour. As people start to see that wreck site, they start to see that head-on crash and the debris field that is extending far and wide. But right now we do know that detectives breaking through the blockade to get to that wreck site, and they do expect that the freeway is going to be closed for some time, certainly into the rush hour. And I know that Gina is working to get you around that as well. But as we get more details this morning, I'll bring that to you live from the field. And then Gina, of course, you can get people around this closure.
Yes, my friend, absolutely. We will tag team for sure. We will keep you informed right here in Good Morning Arizona. It's 4:32. So let's talk about this traffic alert. We want to take you to the live ADOT camera. This is in that northeast corner of the Loop 101. The camera here is at Princess. And I wanted to show you this camera in particular because you can see that's where the barriers start. And that's where they are pushing everybody off the freeway. Eventually, the very next exit down is Frank Lloyd Wright. And that's where you're going to have to get off the freeway. Let's map some things out here. Just as Tess was saying just a few minutes ago, this part of the freeway was actually shut down through the afternoon rush hour as well. So here's where the crash is. A southbound side is where the closure is, and that's where you're going to get pushed off the freeway there at Frank Lloyd Wright. Now, just tweeting with ADOT, they're saying that you need to get all the way down to Cactus. I was hoping that you guys might be able to take the frontage road to Raintree and then re-enter the freeway there, but the closure extends even further down. So there are a couple of different options. While traffic is nice and light, when you exit here at Frank Lloyd Wright, you need to kind of snake around to get over to Hayden. That's a left turn. However, if you head down Hayden, you can easily get to Cactus that way. Eventually, as we make our way into the morning, the most direct line down to Cactus would be Scottsdale Road, which unfortunately is really busy, but that's going to be your best alternate to get down to Cactus Road, at least on that side of the freeway. For those of you who live on the east side of the freeway, you know that you can take Thompson Peak, which eventually turns into 94th Street. That'll also get you down to Cactus as well. As the conditions change here, of course, you can count on us to keep you updated on Good Morning Arizona.